way you can see kind of like where I need you to keep track of time.
What time is going to be
the biggest thing.
So I'll let you know when you're getting close.
Here is all the stuff that I guess I can watch. Is there anything else that I need to have?
I don't know, I'll bring it up there.
Just make sure we're working on the bell ringer, answering the questions in our book. Another sheet of paper. Couple more minutes. Thank you. Has everybody had a few minutes to write down what they want to do for their bell ringer?
Yes.
Okay, so obviously with Miss James, you guys just read the Harry Houdini story. And before I get started on the little PowerPoint, we're only going to spend a few minutes on this. Does anyone know what the word objective means?
The main goal.
Yeah, you could pick out the main goal, but when you put it into writing, it's solely based on facts. You can't put your personal feelings or opinions or judgments into it because that's just what objective means. It's like what we read in the story. It's the author of an autobiography, or a biography, not an autobiography, but he bases it on the factual evidence of Houdini's life. So an example of this would be like scientific research. Those are all facts. You don't put your feelings into those. So then the opposite of that would be subjective writing, which is based on opinions, feelings, or judgments. That's kind of what you guys just did with your bell ringer, because it asked you a question and you put your own take on it. You didn't go through your book and look at the evidence and write down, a citation of any of it. You guys put your own opinion. And some examples of this is your personal opinion on your favorite food, or how you feel about somebody, or your judgment on how you felt about the story, anything like that. So, a summary is a brief statement of the main ideas. When you summarize your text, you determine what is important, the main idea, which you did one of the main ideas with Miss James. You condense the information or you sum it up, and you have to state it in your own words. You have to use your own voice because you don't just want to take anything out of the textbook and put it there unless you want to cite your source. So, if you put what you learned about what objective means into what you learned about a summary, can you guys give me what you think would be an objective summary? Yeah, pretty much. When you're writing an objective summary, which is what we're going to do at the end of class today, you determine the main idea of the entire text. With Miss James, you guys had one main idea of the story. When we're writing our objective summary today, you're going to do the main idea of the entire book together. So you have to find the important details of that. You have to use your own voice and write it in your own words. And just like Haley said, you have to leave out your personal opinions. You have to state only facts. So the main idea of the entire story is achieving success through hard work, which you guys answered that on your question support worksheet, and a lot of you guys got that right, so I thought that that was really good that you guys understood the main point or, you know, of the entire story, not just the different parts. So today, this is the activity that we're going to be doing. You guys are going to find the important details to support the main idea, achieving success through hard work. And I'm going to break you guys into groups of just the people who's around you. And I'm going to have 5 groups, and one group is going to have someone, and the next groups are going to have famous for, but, then, and so. And I'm going to leave this up here because I know it's a lot of information of what you guys are going to do, but you're going to go back to the story. You don't have to reread it, but just skim it to find the details of where you think it would go in your specific category. Like if you're in the someone group, obviously the subject of the biography is Harry Houdini. And some things that make up for the characteristics of going into achieving success through hard work would be, I'll give you an example, determination. Obviously, Harry Houdini was determined to achieve success through hard work. So, Cece, can you get the lights for me? I'm going to give you guys all in your group big pieces of chart paper with markers and just go through it. And I'll walk around and explain it better if you guys don't clearly understand what you need to be doing. But if everybody is here today, I'm not sure if everybody is, we're going to have a few groups with 4, and 2 groups may have 5 people, but I'm not sure. Just get with the people around you and just make up 5 groups, like maybe you 4 be together, you 4 in the back be together. Just the people that are next to you in your row, just get into a group.
Yeah, we have 21. There's one person missing, so that's an odd number.
Okay, so whoever is maybe the last one in the row, just join whichever group you want to join.
So let's do it like you 4 will be in a group. Can you turn around and then you 4 will be in a group? Go ahead, you 4 will be in a group. 1, 2, 3. And so you guys.
You guys might want to put your desks all together because it's a big sheet of paper, like facing each other.
And then strike all your desks.
But I mean, like put your desks together that way. If the piece of paper was going to be like this, you guys are able to not have to sit. Yeah, no, that's exactly like how they do it, so you guys can all try and write it. Who wants to write? Because I'm going to have a writer and alright, then you're the writer. So you don't have to do the one that's speaking. What do you do?
Yeah, once you pass out the papers, we'll tell you how you have to write on
Please. There you go. You guys are going to do the someone category, okay? Who wants to be the writer? Okay. And then I also need you guys to figure out who's going to be the speaker. I'm trying, we're going to be hanging them up on the board probably here, so you guys, if you could all try, I know it's kind of hard because your desks are small, but try and write this way because we're going to hang them up on the board so you guys can have them when you go to write your objective summary at the end. So try and write them this way with your category up at the top. And I put that up there, right? What you have at the top of the page, okay?
Right, this is going to be the buffer. She's going to come around and get your paper. She's going to be the writer. He's going to be the writer. He's going to actually be writing on the paper. And then we're also going to need someone to read the answers to the quiz. So decide who's going to read their answers, okay?
Oh my
And then this is going to be the sub. So let's go ahead. So, okay, what's the top of it? So I got and then you write it. Just make sure you guys decide who's going to actually write the paper. So take a paper right there. And then there's also we're going to need a paper to actually read it all. So decide also, I know you Hey guys, I'm just gonna tell you all at once so I don't repeat myself to anybody. Whoever's the writer doesn't have to worry about this, but pick a different person who's gonna be like your spokesperson, because we're gonna hang them up around the room, and I want you guys to be able to come up and just say the details that you wrote down, how they go with the main idea of achieving success through hard work. So just pick a spokesperson, other than the writers.
I'm the spokesperson.
Wait, so you guys know where we are now? Make sure everyone has your book out, so everybody's looking for the
Right.
This group, you have to write down what we need to accomplish. So, when you're looking at this, looking at that last page, you can write it anywhere out here.
Yes.
Only because they have to write it down, so that's why I said I have to be able to do it. Does everyone know what each group is supposed to be working on or finding the answers to?
Can I please start right here? I really don't know. She said the B looks like that's the best one. So are we supposed to put that right here and then we do it? You guys are not writing.
No, I was You can go through your book and yeah, you can find some of the struggles. It'll usually just be
He's like, yeah, she's in you though. Okay.
where does it say?
The next point would be, he perfected all of his tricks, so I think that they were all.
Okay, but he told me to write my right.
So if they want to write this is like.
Yes, that's a second.
So we don't have to use this.
No, sure. You know what? That's not like.
You did. I did not do that.
What did I do?
I never did that.
No, I'm not supposed to get.
How are you guys doing?
You know, give me a circle.
You guys don't have to name everybody. Just focus on the people, because that's the main person. And
Yeah, but you said that
they're talking about for the main idea. So like that, he didn't exist except for hard work. So only focus on who people, yeah. The team that you are there, the performing arts, those matter. Yes, she can also have. So usually just focus on him, but his wife, she helped him along the way. She was kind of like his foot and all that. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just telling you when you go up there and do whatever you talk about,
Okay, I'm not gonna listen to your business.
you don't have to mention them. If you want to mention them, that's fine. But you don't have to go into it.
Do you think that you want to?
you need what?
Do you wait?
gotta think you're
Yeah, I would make, just if you wanna write who's up here, and then maybe make a line, and then just talk about Harry himself.
closer.
Are you the paper holder?
No.
She's just talking about the
Yeah, it is straight. It doesn't matter.
Okay, we're only gonna do about a few more minutes, so then I wanna go over it, and we still have something else to do. Just wrap it up within the next minute or two, okay?
That's what I'm standing up for.
Alright, I'm ready now.
No, I ain't not gonna write.
It's in the book.
How do you spell
Magic.
Alright, well then
You know what? Come on, I'm doing it.
That way when you go up,
If you want to stand up, nobody would have known. Oh, it's still what is it?
It's complex.
Is anybody going to Okay.
I know if ideas come to mind, like they're up there explaining, which will only take a minute, then you can just say, it doesn't have to be on there.
I just said it, I like you stole the teeth, that's all you did.
It's okay. You don't have to record.
Yeah, I don't think you still have one. You see, it's working.
Okay, good. You guys are
He never gives up.
So on this page, it says completed with a legend. That part.
That's the
If you guys remember in the book, you see the legend, if you guys remember here, goes straight after this two, or the hand of the one. You make a legend like a cheat.
struggles anyway, because people thought of him as a cheater, right? Remember how I'm I know the whole thing you guys talked about himself. See, you had soccer practice. He never stopped. She's accusing me of throwing a pencil at Natalie. Come on! I wasn't there.
I don't know, like $50.
Because that's a perfect example that can be objective and subjective. Because though you might think that he never did that, all the details of the test that he really did it. But she's not what it is. I can't believe that. You know what I mean?
He became a what?
I'll give you like one more minute because I want you guys to have enough time to do your exercise.
Alright, finish up by exercise 1 more minute, so finish the example that you're on.
That comes from my job.
Are you guys ready to leave?
I got that by my Do you really need it?
Yes.
Ignore the rest.
Maybe put it on now.
Oh my God.
Try and put it right on that side.
Not that way.
Joy, I see you struggling.
Okay, does everybody have their... Okay, so whoever's the spokesperson, stand up. Who's the spokesperson?
Me.
Okay, so you don't have to go too in-depth. You don't have to go too in-depth, and you don't have to say every single detail that you put, but since the other groups didn't focus on that exact category, just tell them how you think it relates back to the main idea of the entire text, okay? Go ahead.
We got the someone category. Some of the names in the stories were Bess, Martin Beck, Houdini. I guess we forgot to write that. The nicknames we had were King of Cars, the King of Billiard Balls, the Paper Terran King, Progia the Wild Man, and Harry Houdini is a hard worker, determined person, and he never gives up.
Good job. All right, famous for.
As you can see, we wrote where he was famous for. Harry Houdini is famous for metamorphosis escapes, escaping heavy-duty handcuffs under 18 seconds, escaping a straitjacket, and magic tricks. Well, he was really good at magic tricks, but you know. And he wrote that he wouldn't be famous if he wasn't a hard-working man who didn't give up. See, if he wanted to give up, he wouldn't have become as famous as he was, and he would have came from else. But anyways, Houdini didn't give up on either the handcuff or the straitjacket escape. Houdini never gave up on a good idea. If audience didn't like the escape he liked, he tried to improve the presentation. He had the patience and determination to keep going back over a problem until it was solved.
Good job. I think you covered it all. Good job. All right, let's category.
Some of the struggles Houdini went through was the audiences loved his metamorphosis tricks, but they weren't really enjoying his magic tricks. Oh, the audiences thought that Houdini was faking it, and he had he was cheating to finish his tricks, and so to prove that he had the cops handcuff him while naked to prove that he wasn't cheating.
Okay.
And
Yes, you're Thank you. We don't have much time, so I want to let the other groups finish. And I have to say, for my then group, you guys had it tough because they not only had to do theirs, but they had to relate it back to what this group did because they had to find the struggle, and they're going to tell us how Houdini overcame it all. So go ahead.
Alright, so we got Ben, and one of the details we found was now he played only 2 shows a day, not 12. It left him swollen, bruised, and bloody.
Why?
It left him swollen, bruised, and bloody because getting out of the straitjacket was really hard, and nobody was thinking anybody would do it. Everybody thought it was impossible. And his mouth was taped shut, his wrists and ankles were shackled with 10 sets of police handcuffs. But he ended up he proved that he could do it, and he was the best musician. And he did it in under 5 minutes, I think. And he never gave up testing his abilities.
Good job. All right, last but not least, the so category. So what, after all of this happens, what did he go on to do?
After everything he did, Houdini became successful magician. He became a legend, and he became the king of handcuffs and a few other nicknames. And I guess he was best at doing what he did and performed the way he could. He did less shows, but got more money out of it.
Hey, that's the goal in life, right? You gotta get money out of what you do.
Thank you.
All right, good job. Okay, everybody go sit back down at your desk. Good job. Yeah, if you want to put your desks back how they were, we're going to have to get right into that. Alright, make sure Alright, so I know that the bell ringer is covered up, but does somebody remember what the bell ringer asked you? Right. That's okay. Go ahead.
It was asking what were we doing that
Yeah, it asked, what was the key to Harry Houdini's success? And it gave you a few examples, but that would be a way of doing subjective writing. So this was objective because you guys stated the facts. Subjective, you guys were able to put your own feelings into the bell ringer. So all of the details that you guys put, it related back to the bell ringer question because all of these details, not only did they go back to the main idea of achieving success through hard work, but they were all key aspects of going back and relating back to all of his success. So, CC just passed out the exit slip. It's what I was trying to tell you guys, that it was the main goal of writing the objective summary. I did the first one for you because normally with an objective summary you have to state the story, the author, and the main idea. So now you guys are going to go through, and I wanted to leave these up here so you guys could relate back to them. Some of them have a few more. Don't worry about writing every single detail because then that wouldn't be summarizing because it's a brief statement of the overall picture. So for like this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I put on the exit slip you guys only have to pick one because you guys should write about 5 to 6 sentences. Okay, does that make sense? All right, go ahead and do your exit slip. You guys only have about 4 or 5 minutes left of class, so just, if you don't get it done, it's okay. Just try and get as much down as you can.